Okay, hi. My
Hi.
name is Darina, and I'm gonna ask you like a couple questions about
Okay.
your life. And what's your name?
My name is Kim Cole.
Nice
Dr.
to-
Kim Cole.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How old are you?
I just turned 60.
Okay, you don't look like on this age actually.
Thank you.
Okay, so where did you born? Like the exactly place?
I was born here in Fresno, but then I left when I was 6 months old and was raised in the East Bay area. And then
Okay.
came back as a high school student.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me like how did you grow up and did you have siblings? Do you have siblings?
I actually, hold on, just keep it on pause for a second. There's somebody at my door. Hi.
I'm just dropping off my thing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about it.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So you want to know about siblings, how I grew up, that sort of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Okay. You might have to edit. So I have actually 5 brothers and sisters. I'm the oldest one. So there were 3 girls and then a 2-year break and 3 boys. And my mom always said if she would have had those boys first, she would have only had 3 kids and not 6.
Okay,
And
wow.
we were
That's
raised
crazy.
in a town that was all white people, except for my family.
Really?
Yeah. So it was a little, for us growing up, it was, I still had a fun life. It was really good. My parents were really good at protecting us. But I found, my mom told me as an adult that they had sent around a petition trying to keep our family from moving into the town because they didn't want black people and they didn't want Mexican people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this actually for me it doesn't matter what's your color.
Me either.
Because we're everyone walking from the same ground, you know?
Right.
So okay, I'm gonna read something.
Okay.
Is often used as synonym for sex, biological maleness or femaleness. However, it is also used, particularly by contemporary writers, to refer to the socially imposed dichotomy of masculine and feminine roles and character traits. Sex is physiological, while gender in the later usage is culture.
Okay.
So, is it how is it like referred to your life?
Well, how gender is referred in my life? We don't really talk about it that much. We always say the guys or the girls or the boys or the girls, and that's really about it. We don't. It's never been really something of conversation.
Yeah.
And until I became a counselor, it didn't matter. It doesn't matter to me people's gender. Where they are on the gender spectrum. It doesn't matter to me. But it matters sometimes to students. So it really wasn't something, of course, that I really cared about. But every once in a while, students would need to talk about that sort of thing.
I actually think this is like important part of the study, like to know about the gender.
Yeah, and to to kind of have an understanding about the whole spectrum of gender, which is a lot broader than we think. It's not just just one and everybody's the same.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think I'm glad we're studying it more. I'm glad people are a lot more open about it than they were in the past.
Yeah, I actually never studied about like really close to the gender, but now I knew a lot about it. This topic.
Because it's really important. It's a lot more important now than it was before because we're
exactly.
noticing things more, and we're also okay. We're becoming okay with difference. Some people are fine with it. You and I, we're fine with it.
Yeah.
Other people, that's a little bit slower for them, and that learning is a little slower for them. That understanding and that acceptance sometimes is slower. Some people never accept it at all. I think that's a shame.
Yeah, I know. Right. Okay. How gender has affected your life, and can you give me some examples from your life?
I actually do think gender has impacted my life quite a bit, and that is because women in this culture, and I'm not really sure if this is also true in your culture, but women are really expected to just be able to do everything. So I told you guys that my husband had an accident and broke his neck and is in a wheelchair, right? So what that did was I still do my job, then I have my full-time job, then I have another part-time job, and then I have now a lot more to do around the house because my husband can't anymore.
Yeah.
And the expectation, I think this is true for women, you just add it on to what you do. And we're all kind of expected to juggle a lot more than men and do it successfully and still smile.
women are really strong gender because we earn money for our family. We take
Right.
care of our family, and we're just like take care of by yourself.
Yes.
I mean, like you're smiling, you do manicure, pedicure, like these kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because you wanna be look like really perfect.
Right.
Because you're strong.
Right. But there's so many things that we have to take care of, and I don't. At least in this country, or at least in this part of the country, I don't think. I think men kind of, not all men, of course, but there's traditional folks who say women always have to do this.
Yeah.
And so when women have to take on additional roles because they're a single mom or a single parent, or their spouse like mine becomes disabled, you're still expected to still do the same amount of everything plus add it on and keep the quality high, and like you say, still make time for yourself,
Yeah.
so that you feel okay about being a woman. Because the other thing, I think, doesn't impact me as much as I think now, especially that I'm older, but when you're younger particularly, you really worry about what you look like and how people think and how men think that you should look.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, this is like kind of our stereotype when we're young. We're worried about how I look. Oh my God, I'm really like this guy, and I need to look like really perfect.
Right, but what is really perfect?
Yeah,
it's different for everybody.
You're perfect in any way.
That's right.
Okay, so what labels define you as a woman in our society?
Multitasker, because that's something I have to do all the time. And I think the others are pretty stereotypical. Mom, wife.
Yeah.
What I do notice is different as an academic is that students still want to call me Mrs. They don't do that to men as much, I think. They're more likely to call them doctor or professor. So I have to remind students sometimes. I actually had to go to school. I had 2 jobs and a husband who was in surgery to become a doctor. And so I think sometimes that people look at me, particularly because most of my students are freshmen or early, and so they kind of think of me like they're high school teachers. They'll call me Mrs. Cole or something like that. And I have to remind them, no, it's Dr. Cole.
That's a sweet moment.
Yes, it was a good moment.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for this interview.
I've enjoyed chatting with you.
Yeah.